Here we go then. Still fucking dark. 7:30 in the morning. Oulton Park. This is my office for the day. So go sign on and get this bag of shit thrown off and get it through static sound check. And let's see where we go from there. I never roll out of bed before 11 ever. But on a chat day, I'm up at 5, no problem. Go figure. Daylight's upon us now. You can actually see now. So, I was here really early. My mate's just turned up in his car. I've just done some preliminary checks. Everything feels fine, like looks fine. But you can check statically here anyway. So, just waiting for them to open sound test. You have a static one here. This will piss that because this isn't very loud. Get it tested. We've done an online briefing, but then we've got to go over to some centre here and do an extra safety briefing. Then after that, you've got to go do 3 laps behind the pace car, sighting laps, and then around 9 o'clock, it's open as an open track day. Then and you can go do what you want within reason. So yeah, that's where we are now. I can just see him setting up sound test over there. See my guy over there? That's the sound test man in the orange. Oh, there we go. I've already warmed it up a little bit because on the rally it won't even fucking idle. And then they tell you rev it and it just coughs and splutters its bag off, so you have to pre-warm it before the sound check, which I've done. Well, I passed sound check. The old boy over there was complaining as I kept seeing grimacing as I was waiting in line to get sound checked. And he says to me before I get sound checked, no one wants to hear this. He went, "You've got the smallest car, but it's the loudest." But anyway, it passed. But I don't think he's awake. Look, put the sticker on upside down. But either way, don't matter. It's passed. So I'm going to get a brew, do the second boring induction, then go do the boring sighting laps, and then the fun begins. Right then, that's the sighting laps done, noise test done, induction done. So I'm going out on the first session. There's already been a huge off, a massive one, big crash on a red flag. So yeah, gonna head out now anyway. It's pretty nice actually today. It's not cold, it's not, well, it's nippy. It's not super cold or nothing really. It's alright. Nice and sunny. It's blinding going down the street to Shell Hairpin. Right then, let's go. Well, that's the first session out of the way, and I think I got 3 laps in before the red flag was thrown. That's how it just goes on these winter days. The guy who's parked in front of me here, I was talking to him before, he's pretty funny. He called the first hour dickhead hour and was on about kids in M4s and M3s that got too much power on finance. It's true, it's a bit of a cliche, but it is true. I mean, first hour on these winter ones, they've just been in it left, right and centre. But this went well anyway. It's quite a good round here. I've never had this round here before, but it was pacing pretty well, so it was alright. Just the very last 2 corners on the far end are really slippy. It's just because the sun's all the way over there and they're just behind them trees, you see. So the sun ain't making onto the track, so they're the only 2 bits that are a bit slippy. Everywhere else is pretty good. Right then, where are we now? It's about 2 o'clock-ish. They reckon they're going to run till 4 unless they lose the light. So we could shut a bit earlier than 4. But that's going pretty well. Last time out was really good. went a bit mad on that run then, and ended up with the clutch slipping up in fourth and third, really bad, slipping something bad. So I'm going to see if let it cool down. It must be getting near the end of its life, that clutch anyway. And I'll let it cool down, throw a bit more fuel in it, and go and try and do one more outing and see what the clutch says. But the gearbox is fucked in this. Second's really bad. And a few months ago, about 6 months ago, I drained the box out and all swarf was in it and everything. So I've got 3 more boxes spare. So I'm not bothered about the clutch con, because what I get the box off. I've never looked at the flywheel in this, but I'm going to put a skeletal flywheel in, because it won't have one, it'll have a normal one. Put a skeletal flywheel in it and an uprated clutch. I don't think I'm going to go to a paddle clutch, but I'm going to put an uprated one in it anyway. So I get a 3-for-1 then. I get a new box, a bit more urgency out of it with the flywheel, and a better clutch for taking a sticker throw at it. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, it's been fun. But we'll see if we can squeeze one more go out in it yet. Well, that's the end of the day. The sun is setting on Oulton Park. All good, except earlier I mentioned the clutch was slipping on second to last session. I came in, let it cool down, went out, it was biting again. It was good. It was good for about 10 laps, which is about 25 miles, something like that. And I had a bit of a duel with another car, and it just pushed the clutch over the edge again, and it went again. So I'm going to get it back and get the clutch out of it and get that gearbox change I was talking about and that. But that's it, that's the end of it. So I got for you. See you later.